Welcome back to the best franchise on YouTube here in the FFL on APF 2K8. Now, this is the final video of the season. The next one will be about the off season, but here in this game we face Pittsburgh win the Dynasty. They have an A+ overall. They're the best team in the league. Now they do have some softer spots on the team, like their defensive line isn't great. They have some linebacker depth issues, and on top of that their offensive line isn't great. But the major storyline going into the future offseason and going into this game is Bryce O'Connell. Will we be seeing Bryce O'Connell in Boston, or will we be going somewhere else? Rumor is it may be Brooklyn, but here he's probably in his final Pittsburgh game against the Cavalry. It's going to be very interesting to see Bryce O'Connell. Probably the last time we'll see him in a Pittsburgh uniform until we see him in the playoffs. But here we only have 2 wins on the season, and let's start off the game here. 1st and 10 for the Dynasty. Bryce O'Connell, number 9, having a good season, showing how good he really can be. He sits in the pocket too long, and that is Martin McLaughlin right there with a big hit in the backfield for a sack. Now again, O'Connell steps back, perfect protection. He avoids 1 sack and then gets sacked again by our own D tackle Johnson. Lastly, 3rd down and 20. They have a long way to go. They're not looking like the Dynasty of old. O'Connell sits back. He tries to avoid a sack. He throws it down the field to Perry Polak, who he fought to get traded here. And he can't get the first, but he gets a good gain. And now it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Boston. Alexander, in one of his last few games as a Boston Cavalry player, gives it to Reed Weathers for a good gain of 6. Weathers is leading the league in rushing by a large margin. He's definitely going to win the rushing title. 2nd down and 4. Now they give it to Weathers. Perfect blocking. Huge gap to left side. He chucks over a defender. I believe that was Bradley Sanders, rookie free safety for the Dynasty. But our starting left tackle is now injured on the play. 1st down and 10 after that huge run. Boston's had an up and down season. Right now, Alexander throws deep, and it's intercepted by former wide receiver Bradley Sanders. What a play by number 22 there. Just playing a perfect cover 2. We all know how Pittsburgh loves playing the cover 2. It's now 2nd down and 7 for Pittsburgh after that big turnover. O'Connell chasing play at the line. Stuff has been kind of quiet for him the last couple of weeks, but he sits in the pocket, he throws it down the field to McMahon, former All-Pro, down the field, gets a first. O'Connell is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league, but he's lacking more and more throw power as he gets older. And now Ty Banks breaks 1 tackle, he breaks another, and gets almost a first. Rumor is the biggest issue why O'Connell wants to leave is Ty Banks. Banks gets a lot of the credit for this offensive powerhouse of a team, and O'Connell hates that. Now Banks breaks 1 tackle, he breaks another, hurdles over a defender. Avery finally drags him down at the 15-yard line, but Banks still getting a huge gain. As we see that one more time, Banks is almost impossible to stop. Number 44, he's a future Hall of Famer. He leads the league in rushing yards. Now it's 1st down and 10. Rookie Okoye Mabute coming in. Nigerian superstar coming in. Gets the handoff, and he gets stopped for a big loss on a loss of 4. Okoye is amazing on defense as a linebacker, but they have him playing running back just like his hero, Ty Banks. He modeled his game after. And now again, Okoye hits a hole perfectly. No one can catch him. Touchdown. He hit the Jets. And there's another big touchdown run for Okoye Mabute. But here, Pittsburgh's up by 7. This is starting to look like the type of game we thought we would get against Pittsburgh. Now Weathers breaks one tackle on Mabute, but he gets tackled down for a huge loss. Second down and 8 for Boston. Like I said, this is the last video of the season. He throws it deep, and it's almost intercepted. Calvin Ware didn't even play the ball. I think Alexander was just a little rushed right there and threw the ball way too early. Now they give the ball to Weathers. He gets some blocking, but Ty Palmer, right there, one of the best CBs in the league, takes him down. And now it's going to be Pittsburgh's ball after the punt. Bryce changing the play at the line. One of the smartest quarterbacks at the line of scrimmage gives it to Ty Banks. Again, he gets nowhere, but they're probably just trying to tire out this Cavalry defense who's been kind of up in their game as of late. Bryce now steps back, third down and 8. He throws it quickly, and it's caught by Josh Kafers. His go-to guy he's had for his whole career. Again, Kafers gets wide open over the middle of the field. First down and 10. Cavalry are making some big changes in the offseason, but one person that will not change is Perry Miller, having a breakout season at strong safety for the Cavalry. He's leading the team in interceptions, which is mind-boggling because he's a run support safety. First down and 10 for Boston after that big interception. Weed Weathers gets some perfect blocking. He hits the hole down the sideline to the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. He celebrates touchdown. The Boston Cavalry get a big touchdown on the board against the best team in the league. Perfect blocking right there on that strong power. What a play. Reed Weathers looking special out there. Where was this his whole career? It took him going to developmental and really gaining weight and strength to really show his potential. Now first down 10 for Boston, or for Pittsburgh. Now Ty Banks follows that big run with one of his own. He gets to the 30. Can Avery catch him? He gets to the 10, and finally Avery grabs onto his pads and barely yanks down Ty Banks. Two big runs in a row. Let's see that one more time. He hits the outside. He gets perfect pancake blocks. He breaks a tackle on Jensen, and Avery just is tracking him down. His former teammate, and Avery finally gets him down in the red zone near the goal line. Here we go with Mabute. He breaks one tackle, he jukes out two others, and that's a touchdown by carrying Martin McLaughlin into the end zone. Okoye Mabute getting another big touchdown run. That's first down and 10 for Alexander and the Boston Cavalry. Boston lets another big sack on their quarterback, Alexander. Alexander is the most sacked quarterback in the league, mostly due to his own fault. But right there, he could do nothing on that play. Now, Weathers breaks one tackle. He breaks another. He finally carries two Dynasty defenders. Right there, Bradley Sanders looks a little shooken up. Third down and 11 now. Alexander rollout, throws down the field to Smoochie Wallace. Big play by Smoochie. He was covered by Okoye Mabute, but it does not matter. That's a first down for the Cavalry. Alexander now gives it to Weathers. He gets some blocking. Can he follow the blocks? He does. He celebrates. Touchdown! Another one on the board. Now they're only down by 3. Weathers taking it to the outside. Perfect blocking. And Weathers gets another touchdown run. Now third down and 13 for Pittsburgh. O'Connell throws it deep, and it's another interception by Kendrick Buffin from the Discord. Run support CB right there. He's supposed to play nickel, but we've been putting him on the outside, and he has not been that bad. His only issue is his height, but right there he gets another pick on the season. Alexander now motioning Smoochie out to the left side. He gets some blocks. Weathers hits the outside. He trucks over the backup safety. And that's a first down for Reed Weathers. First down and 10. Alexander throws it quickly to Weathers. He cuts it back inside and gets a gain of 5. Alexander is finally starting to show some progression in his play style due to him being a lot faster on the reads. Now the problem is his throw power is horrible, so you can't really make amazing throws as he doesn't set his feet. He throws, but he misses the mark about 20 yards. If he had more throw power, that could have been a touchdown, but just because he didn't have the ability, it does not matter. Alexander now steps back quickly, throws the out route to Fernandez, the veteran wide receiver, and that's going to be 4th down and 1. They are going for it here. Weathers in the backfield. They move Marcus Ako to the left side. He gets some blocking. Weathers cuts it in, but gets obliterated, but it doesn't matter. That's a first. Boston. I think we'll be making a lot of moves, especially with our new coordinator and head coach, Cameron Scalone, as Alexander throws a pick to Ty Palmer. Unfortunately, that's horrible. Now Bryce O'Connell up by 3 with 46 seconds to go. He gives it to Ty Banks. He breaks one tackle. No, he doesn't. Kaufman hooks his ankles, tackles him down for his safety. Now it's after halftime. Pittsburgh is only up by 1. Can Boston make a comeback here? They give it to Reed Weathers. He hits the outside. He breaks one tackle but runs out of bounds for a gain of 6. He has 226 yards. They really need to get another running back in this offseason that can really carry the load, because the ones they do have just can't. Now again, Alexander throws over the middle, but weirdly dropped by Fernandez. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe a miscommunication. With Boone on the left side and Smoochie Wallace on the right, will they pass the ball? 3rd down and 4. Alexander changed the play at the line. They fake snap it, and now they give it to Reed Weathers. Getting the handoff, he breaks the tackle, gets a first down, but Reed Weathers looks like he's tiring. This is not good. 1st down and 10. Alexander, number 1 here. He's trying to run away from pressure. He throws across his body, and it's almost intercepted. How was that not intercepted by the Dynasty? It was thrown directly to a safety. But it does not matter. Play action. Alexander sets his feet, throws it to Hansen, who makes the catch. And then they make it manageable. Can they get the first? 3rd down and 2. They should probably run it here, but they don't. Alexander steps back quickly. He throws it to Fernandez, but he gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage, so they don't move a centimeter. 17-16 now. What will Boston do? It looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 1. This is a big part in the game here. This could change how this goes. If they get it, they could potentially get the lead. If they don't, it potentially could end the game. Alexander moving Ako to the left side. Now Rashawn Rout getting the handoff. He gets some less than great blocking, but there he goes for the first. 1st down and 10, they give it back to Reed Weathers. He breaks the tackle in the backfield. He tries to spin, but he gets hugged down. He's still averaging 12.9 yards per carry. They're in the red zone here. They give it to Reed Weathers. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another, and finally Ty Banks grabs him down from behind. 3rd down and 6. Alexander needs to make a big play here. He sits down. He throws it deep, and it's overthrown to Hansen. Throws it out of the back of the end zone. Now they kick the ball. It curves in through the middle of the uprights. Boston has a lead against the best team in the league. Oh my goodness. Bryce O'Connell is devastated that the Cavalry are holding in there. Can the Dynasty come back and get the lead? O'Connell throws over the middle, and it's another interception to Kendrick Buffin. They double-teamed Perry Polak, and I don't know what he was thinking. He still threw it to him. Cavalry have all the momentum in the world. Weathers gets the handoff to the right side. He gets some blocking. He fights through the tackle and gets the first. Reed Weathers has 248 yards rushing. This is insane. 3rd down and 16 now. Alexander throws it to Reed Weathers. He gets some blocking. He fumbles out of bounds. He got hit so hard by Mabute Okoye, one of the hardest hitters at linebacker in the league. But right there, Weathers tricked that D end right there on the screen. And now they're going to go for another field goal. They have all the momentum in the world here. And the ball is kicked, and it's wide left. Oh, no. That field goal was very necessary. They're only up by 2. They could be up by 5. 1st down and 10. O'Connell sits in the pocket. He throws it deep, and it's caught by McMahon. Eric McMahon with a catch in traffic on Avery. 1st down and 10 for the Dynasty. They pitch it to Ty Banks. Banks almost breaks the tackle, but there is a penalty on the field. Remember, there is another game in this doubleheader coming to you right after this game against the Dynasty. This video will incorporate the last 2 games of the season. And then next video will be at least part 1 of the off-season, if not both parts of the off-season. If you guys are excited for that, leave a like down below. And now again, another rush for future Hall of Famer Ty Banks as he gets taken down by Johnson. 3rd down and 5. Looks like their Cavalry are playing a little of a heavy nickel package. 3rd down and 5. They give it to Banks, and Banks gets stopped on the heavy nickel. Lauren McLaughlin playing linebacker or middle linebacker, getting the tackle. They make a stop, but then the Cavalry can't do anything about it, so now it's back to the Dynasty ball with 6 minutes to go. That field goal would have been really nice as Ty Banks fights through blocking. He gets small. He gets to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Oh no, for the Boston Cavalry. That is the exact opposite of what they needed. Now the Dynasty are up 24-19 after the extra point. 2nd down and 7 now for Boston. They give it to Weathers and Ty Palmer. One of the hardest hitting CBs in the league, just laying out Weathers. But it doesn't matter. 3rd down and 10. Alexander trying to run away from the blitz. He throws off his back foot, and it's almost intercepted. He threw it in triple coverage. It's now 4th down and 10. Instead of punting, they are going for it. I'm pretty sure this will show who will win. Whether Cavalry get it or not, Alexander trying to run around, trying to find someone open. He's waiting. He sees someone open, but it's thrown short. It's dropped off the... No! The ball was tipped, and there was Fernandez right there to make the catch, and he dropped it as well. And now Perry Polak gets a bullet right into his chest. He falls to make the catch, and it's 1st down and goal. O'Connell tosses it to Ty Banks. He gets some blocking, and there's nobody there to stop him. Touchdown. That will finish the game for us. That's the last we'll see of the Dynasty this season. They're probably going to make it to the playoffs. Not just probably. They will be in the playoffs. They have already secured that spot. But wow, what a game. 31-19. The Cavalry had it. But they let 14 unanswered points in the 4th quarter. Sad way to go out. But now, let's get ready to the next game where Cavalry fly to Houston and face the Stallions, who are coached by Hall of Famer running back Brady Vaughn. Now, they have an incredible offense. Their biggest issue is actually their defense. It's not that their defense is bad. They have a lot of great players, but the fact is they're not a super team. And I think that's what really hurts them. Now, the Stallions are one of the oldest teams in the league. They started, actually, weirdly, in Massachusetts, but not in Boston. And they have now moved several times throughout the years and now are in Houston. They've had great quarterbacks like Patrick Anderson, who's now with the Denver Flight, who look like they're big title contenders. They've also had good quarterbacks like Alfred Blackson in the past. They now have rookie quarterback Bram McWilliams, who was a star in developmental and has won MVP there. Their quarterback is very strong, and the problem is, if you look at the Cavalry, their quarterback is not. So this is going to be another hard game. Can the Cavalry get a win away in the last game of the season as Reed Weathers gets the first handoff and gets obliterated for a loss of 3? The blue and white here, the Stallions, making a big play right there. Last game, Dynasty could not stop Weathers, and now the Stallions here are putting 8 in the box, stopping him every time. Now Alexander throws over the middle of the field to Calvin Ware. What a pass by Alexander, but it's not a first. They're going to go for it, though. 4th and inches this early into the game. They give it to Rashawn Rout, and right there, Arthur Mansfield, possible future Hall of Fame CB, completely block sheds the receiver and gets a tackle behind the line. We're going to fast forward to 3rd down and 8 for the Stallions. Brand McWilliams under center with Hall of Fame Jose Jaquez in at running back. They give it to Armonte Hill, who gets the first, and now their 1st and goal. Hill is a athletic threat at receiver. He doesn't deserve to just be a bronze. He probably should be a gold. But let's see what he can actually do here. Brand McWilliams under center. He gives it to Jaquez, and he gets stopped behind the line. Former MVP, former championship winner when he was with the Giants back in the day, the now Bears. Now Jaquez again under center, behind McWilliams. He gets the handoff. Jaquez jukes to the left, puts on the Jets, and gets the touchdown. The small Hall of Fame back, nearing the end of his career, still has the speed to really destroy, and actually weirdly has the strength as well. 1st down and 10 now, and it's thrown deep, and Salim Harrison found the ball in the air and just knocked it down, and any other safety would have not gone there. But because it was Harrison, he did. He won Rookie of the Year last year. Now Reed Weathers gets the handoff, and he gets a good gain of 5. Can they get the first, though? They give it to Marcus Ako. He tries to fight, but gets tackled down for a loss. They're going to go for it again. They failed last drive. Will they fail again? Down by 7 already in the 1st. Alexander drops back, throws it quickly to Hansen, who makes the 1st down, and the drive continues. 1st down and 15, counter play. Coming up here, they give it to Reed Weathers. He gets some blocking. He hits the outside. He stiff arms, gets pushed out of bounds, but that is a 1st. Reed Weathers finally getting some good yardage. Cameron Scalone and this offense is really dialing up the last couple weeks. Now he throws it deep to Hansen, who makes the catch in traffic. Salim Harrison was right there, but it did not matter. 1st down and 10. Alexander now tosses it to Weathers. He hits the outside to the 5. He almost gets a touchdown, but he is stopped at the 1st down marker. 2nd down and inches coming up. Can Boston get a score here? Alexander quickly throws over the middle of the field to Cass. Touchdown! Cass came over the middle and made an amazing catch in the back of the end zone. 7-7 now. They give it to Jaquez. Joseph Jaquez hits the outside and gets the 1st. Jaquez has been stopped all game so far, but right now they give it to their fullback, Barry, who gets the 1st. He's from the Discord as well, Jaquez Barry. First down and 10. They give the ball to Barry again, and he gets a good gain of 4. They run a unique offense with 2 backs, but now it's the end of the first. 7-7. Tie game. Can the Cavalry come out with another win this season to make it 3? And they quickly throw the ball to Hill, who breaks the tackle, but that's a first. First and 10. Cavalry are putting a lot of people in the box here. They give it to Barry again, who spins and gets a gain of about 6. What a play by Barry. Brand McWilliams is really managing this game well so far. He gives it to Jacquez, who breaks the tackle. He literally got small, turned sideways, stopped, and then kept going. He's a Hall of Fame running back, still playing at this age. It's incredible. Now they give it to Barry on the toss. He gets a gain of 1. Second down and 9. Bram sits in the pocket. He throws over the middle to Travis Walter, former tight end, now wide receiver. What a play by Travis Walter. He's a big guy out there, number 48. You always got to be careful with him. First down and 10, they give it to Barry. And right there, Walter missed a block. Weirdly. He was always known for his blocking. Now McWilliams throws it quickly to Jacquez, who gets laid out by Perry Miller, who had a pick last game. Jacquez jabbering. He's always been known for his mouth. That's what got him out of New York. With Houston, he's doing pretty well, though. Third down and 3. McWilliams sits in the pocket, throws over the middle of the field to Hill, who makes the first down. That's going to be first down and goal. As we see here, McWilliams, number 11. He won 2 MVPs in developmental right after Ezra Starr left. And now he's here. They give it to Jacquez for the touchdown. And after Boston can't do anything, it's Stallions ball again. They give it to Jacquez. He cuts it in and he can't get any yards. He gets stopped. This Boston defense must be exhausted already with how many runs the Stallions are running. Second down and 10. Up by 7 already. McWilliams pump fakes. He throws it to the left side. It's almost intercepted by Avery. Oh, former cornerback of the Dynasty right there. He had an easy pick, but he just dropped it. McWilliams now throws over the middle field to Hill. Oh, another pick. Right there, McLaughlin just couldn't follow Hill due to his speed. Now Jacquez gets the handoff. He breaks 2 tackles and gets tackled down for a gain of 5. He may be skinny, but due to his elusiveness, he is hard to tackle. Second down and 5 coming up. They give it to Jacquez again. He gets a spin move and gets taken down. First and goal. And now they give it to Barry. Barry up the middle of the field gets a good gain and almost a touchdown. This small-sized fullback who may not be good at blocking, but he gets what he can get. And Jacquez gets another good handoff for a touchdown. This defense must be exhausted already, and they're going to be even more exhausted with Boston going 3 and out on the first part of the drive. Second down and 10 for the Stallions. McWilliams sits in the pocket, throws it quickly to Travis Walter, using his size, and gets the first. Now McWilliams again throws it quickly to Monty Hill. He breaks 1 tackle. He hits the Jets touchdown, and that's going to finish the game. Stallions end up killing the Cavalry. What a game by the Stallions here in Houston. As you see here, 35-21. If you enjoyed the game, leave a like and subscribe. Also, next week will be the off-season video, so I'll see you guys then. Peace.